Alice, happy with that?
Today I'm happy because the race was very competitive, despite the big names, also the one from Ethiopia, and also the European, the British, yeah. And I'm happy. Also, the course was the the weather was very conducive, and also muddy. Yeah.
How difficult was how difficult was it out there in these conditions?
Was very difficult because of the muddy, and also the weather was very conducive for me.
And what's up next for you?
Sorry?
What's next?
Next I'm going back to Kenya and to prepare for the track season.
Fionnuala, after last week finishing second just by 4 seconds and you've come in third today, perhaps the results weren't there, but how do you feel it's gone as far as the season progression goes?
Yeah, I suppose coming fourth in Europeans was tough because you don't make the podium. Second last week, it's like one more spot and you've won, so it's kind of strange, but in a way to make the podium this week is good because it means it's not one place off where I wanted to be. I didn't really know what to expect here, but like it was tough cross country and I kind of enjoyed it.
You gave yourself every opportunity though, because you were right there or thereabouts with heading into that last lap.
Yeah, and like it was very kind of up and down because every time you came to a bend there was it wasn't exactly elbows being thrown, but it was people trying to get out of each other's way and you're sliding down banks and into muck and up hills and stuff like that, so it was kind of, if you're in front it was really easier in a way because you could get a better line, but then when you're in front then you could easily slip back, so it was, yeah.
Just give us an idea of the conditions, because for people who are watching at home, how difficult is it?
Yeah, it's slippy, it's freezing, but I think like compared to last week everyone said Edinburgh was going to be very mucky, tough course, but this was much muckier, so more fun as well, I think.
An important year ahead as well?
Yeah, it's a big year. Every time it's Olympics it becomes a big year in January, which is funny because we always have championships every year, but you kind of get used to it I suppose over the years, and yeah, you've got to aim for something in August, but at the moment you're focusing on what you're doing at the moment. So
just finally though, how difficult is it going from these type of conditions to the track, for example?
Yeah, I suppose you don't really go straight from one to the other. Like you don't go from racing here this week usually until like next week racing on the track. So you kind of build up to it, and the weather gets better. And by the time you come around to run on the track, it feels like cross country was years ago. So.
The foot in Edinburgh was a lot better than it was here, even though it maybe didn't look that way. But yeah, Edinburgh was definitely firmer. I got beat by some good girls out there today. It was just, I think I performed well. I just couldn't get the footing right down the far part of the course. I haven't really raced Fionnuala too much, but yeah, no, she's a great competitor.
Quick assessment of your race today overall, satisfactory?
Yeah, no, I'm pleased with how I performed. You always want to be higher up, but I'm pleased with how I ran.
The season's been quite spectacular for you so far, encouraging.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm happy with how it's going so far.
How does cross-country help with Rio on the horizon?
Something you do every season, you just use it, I guess, to get strong. And I do enjoy doing it, that's why I keep doing it year on year.
Looking at the course this morning when I was warming up round it, it seemed like a really tough and muddy course. But when I got into it, I felt really, really strong, and I really surprised myself actually working through those tough, muddy sections. I felt strong and I was able to get through them fast, keeping the tempo up.
Have you been impressed with your own progression as the season's gone through?
I have done now. Just after the Eurocross I didn't feel so well. I picked up a bit of a flu, and I thought I was feeling a little bit flat, so I suppose the confidence went a tiny wee bit, but you know I was determined to get stuck into today, and you know I did. And I think with it being a shorter course, you know, Eurocross is 8k, maybe a little bit long for me, but you know it's been good having that over the winter.
Not really comparable to steeplechase though, is it?
No, but I think working with my hurdles coach Tom Reynolds and working with my coach Richard Rogers with my endurance, those two have married very well. So overall I think I'm a stronger athlete now, and I think, you know, cross country for steeplechasers, you know, there was 2 of us on the team for the Eurocross, which was great, and I think overall, you know, working over hurdles and things like that, you know, you've got sort of stronger glutes, stronger hips, and you know, I proved today that work has helped me on the country.
And you were testing yourself against a very good field.
Yeah, it was a world-class field today. You know, I think 2010 I was about 21st, so today I don't think it quite made the top 10. I think it was 11th there today, but I'm really, really pleased with that.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.